Hey casino amigos, in this video, well, I'm going to try and answer how am I going to play Baccarat if I can't hit and run. You all know that's what I do. So here's my plan coming right up. Today, Las Vegas is starting to open up some of the casinos there. I had a trip planned for Las Vegas in May, and that went rolling right on by. So I'll be listening to all the news from Las Vegas and maybe try and set up a new plan. You all know I have been playing hit and run game of Baccarat, and with all these new rules of 6 feet apart and such, I may not be able to play that way. So I have been planning, and I do have some ideas set out. You asked what I was planning, and I don't mind telling you. Just send your payment to. Yeah, right. Keep in mind, this has not been played in the casino yet. I have just been testing it on Craig's simulator and on the Wizard of Odds. I did a video back when I first thought about this, and quite quickly found a couple of problems to work out. The comments kind of lit up pointing out the problems of the terrible twos. And we all know that that's the killer to most pattern systems out there. So here's how it starts. The first one of either banker or player, I bet the opposite. 2 or more, I always bet the same. Let's bring up a drawing and try and explain a little better, and also what I plan on doing about the terrible twos. Okay, let's have a look here, see if we can describe what we're talking about. We're talking about the first one, that's just the first one in each row. We are going to bet an opposite. Second one and anything thereafter, we were going to bet the same. So in betting this out, we have to watch out for these twos, and if we get too many of them in a row, like here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th bet we get it. But let's go way over here just to show you an example. I've gone and picked this particular shoe out especially because there's a bad spot in it where we get 1, 2, 3 twos in a row, and there's a loss before and a loss afterwards. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses in a row, and there's even a few more after this here, but Martindale's set at 8, so it had to stop when it become run out of money. So as you can see, whenever it does a streak, they're all wins all the way down there. But how do we get away from this 2, 2, 2, 2? So what I've decided to do is every second one, whenever there's a second one all the way across here, I just leave it. I do not bet on it. I don't bet what's coming next at all. I just leave it out. And I went to Craig and asked him if he could draw me up a program on his simulator here to do such a thing, leaving out the second. I guess it's not as easy as what I thought, but anyways, he drew one up. He says the money doesn't work right in it right now, but hey, I can play with it and see, but here it is. So, and this one here, the second one, the first one I bet opposite, and the second ones we just do not bet at all. So what we've done here is, like, the first one was a win, the second one was a loss, but I do not bet the next one. So the next one is a blank. There's an X on there. And over here, you see, third one is an X. Doesn't bet on it all. And let's go down to where this was losing so bad on the other one here. So here it starts off with a win because it's an opposite to the one before it. You can see there was a 2 and we didn't bet on it, so this wasn't, but then we bet an opposite to it anyways. Then don't bet, and it comes up and we would bet the opposite. It's wrong. Don't bet. Bet the opposite. It's wrong. Don't bet the opposite. And it's wrong. And bet the opposite, and it comes out right. So here, instead of having 8 or 9 wrong, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's a win there, so we start over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a win. So instead of 8 losses, we get 4 losses. So, but as you can see all the way across there, we haven't bet on the second one at all. So whenever there's a blank one, the one after it will be an X, because we didn't bet. Blank, an X. And yeah, I guess that's about the best I can describe. So in common, this one here is a winner, and this same shoe here was a complete loss. It says it lost $1,160. That's betting 8 martingales on there. But anyways, so it works out to be a win here. So let's have a look at a couple more shoes. So first one we don't bet on until it opens, and so this would have been a win here, but and then we don't bet because it's the second. That one's blank, and then these are all wins. Continue down from there, and of course this would be a loss, then a win, and a win, and a win, and a loss. And this is an X here. See what I mean? He hasn't got it working properly, so this would be an X, and this would be no bet. This would be an X, and then a win, and a win, and a win, and a loss, and no bet, and then a win, and then a loss, and a loss, no bet, and a win. As you can see, it goes through here pretty good. Let's have a look here. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 wins in there. So we've got that set at $15. Let's put it at $5. Let's put it at $10. So easy to figure out here. $10 and 29 wins. So we'll hit that pattern to get it to refigure. And 29 wins, but it comes to $240. So like I said, he hasn't got the math working on here. So you can be sure nobody else has this on their simulator. Anybody that's got the simulator from, he's working away at it, but he makes a program for people that are buying and selling stocks. So he's working on that right now. So I'm not going to get this finished up in time for me to start. But there we go. Let's go through another game here. Random game and pattern. See what we got here. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. I see 2 that are marked here wrong. This should be an X, and this one should be an X. So it's not working just right. There's another one that should be an X. So we said, what, 29 there? So that makes it 20. So let's say 25 wins. Well, he's closer to us. Beat $250 on $10 bets on that one. And let's go pick another one here. Random game. Pattern. And here we go. We got, so this was wrong. That's a no bet. 2 wrong, 3 wrong, 4 wrong, and a win. So I'll look at all the 2s here in a row. So we got a win, wrong, wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wrongs before we get a win. So that's why I'm leaving out the second one. Seems to be working for me. And let's see how we would do here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 wins there. Let's say 15 would be $150. That's what his figure come out there. So he hasn't had time to go over this to see what his math is wrong in there. But anyways, we can play with it for now. All right, here we go. So the first one comes up, and then we bet opposite and loss, and then we don't bet on the second one, so that's blank. So there's our win. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, another one marked wrong, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So let's say 20, that would be $200. He's got down 190. Close enough. Random game. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's wrong. And that'd be a loss. Yep. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, 23, and 24 wins. So say 200. He's got 230. So I guess it's working out pretty close. Random game. Pattern. And there we go. So 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins. That's wrong. 5 wins, 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. So another $200 plus. Let's have a look. So that's a lot of betting to get $200. And if I'm playing the bead road, I'm making $50 bets. So let's have a look here. So there's bet 1, there's bet 2, bet 3, and bet 4. There's my $200. Let's just go to another one. Random game. Go to pattern, get rid of the... So there's 1, there's 2, 150, and 200. And let's see here. There's 250, there's 300, there's 350, and there's 4, 450, and 5. $50 bets on this here does pretty good. I'll do one more game here. Random game. Get rid of the... Alright, so first off, win, 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 and win. I guess you get it. So that'd be 50, 150, 250, 350, 450, 500. Play one shoe and get out of there. Actually, I should be at 10%. I should be figuring on 300. So I would have been done way up here. Let's figure this at the 10%. I'll press pattern, get rid of the ties in there. So there's $50, there's $100, $150, there's $200, there's $250, and there's $300. Done, get out. So we don't know whether we'll be able to do this hit and run and sit there and wait for all these sixes to go by. But if we can, that's what we'll be doing. Well, there you go again, guys. Clear as mud, as like always. I want to thank all the subscribers that have been subscribing lately. You guys are great. Till we meet up in the casinos again, guys. Thanks for everything. Bye for now.